what do? Using his claw with the power of a bomb, wiping the floor with the boiler song, or saving a Tom. As always, saving the day. Maybe Ankou-EX is clearing the way. Deftly squishing ahead and gently telling you it's time for bed. Now that we know what you do, Ankou-EX, we love you. And a year and about a week and a half ago, I reviewed my very first ThreeA Adventure Kartel figure, an Ankou-EX, and it looks a little something like this. The Thruxton Dirty Swine Mode, Ankou-EX, and man oh man is he awesome. This puffy looking jumpsuit thing that he's wearing just looks so cool, and it's so dirty. I absolutely love him. But one of the things that I wanted with the big robots is I wanted one that had a smile on his face. And unfortunately, aside from that eyeball here, really doesn't have a face much to speak of, does he? But you know what? They do make them out there with a smile. So cheer up, buddy. You're about to get a best friend. Because today's review will be on the following. Today's review will be on the ThreeA Adventure Kartel Ankou-EX Shadow Security. Now, although this box doesn't feature any Ashley Wood artwork on the front of it, you get a really awesome picture of the figure inside, and man oh man does he look cool. Now, as the box says, this is the Shadow Security version of the Ankou-EX, and I'm assuming this works for the Shadow family, like Little Shadow and her dad and everybody. So yeah, I'm guessing these guys are the ones who protect them. Side of the box is kind of plain except for where it says Shadow Security, and it has a little drawing of the Ankou's head, and that is very cool indeed. And it also says, "We are watching," and you can see the little eye there, right there by the "we," and that is cool. The other side of the box just has the EX series logo. It's got the Ankou's head. It's got the Shadow Security logo, the little swirly circle logo, the Adventure Kartel logo, and the Robot Island logo, and that is awesome. Yeah, I don't know if these guys helped out with the Robot Island wars and stuff, but I would assume they protect the Shadow family during it, and that is cool. Now, the back of the box has a trippy picture of a bunch of Ankou's heads, and that is very cool. Has the RA in a circle. Now, I don't know what that means. I do know that they have, like, the Egyptian lore for the Shadow family, so maybe it's Ra. I don't know. I have no clue, man. Down here it says Ankou-EX, and, yeah, that's about it. But, yeah, can you imagine wallpaper that looks like this? Oh, man, you'd be so tripping out, and they'd be watching you the whole time. Now, the bottom of the box is kind of plain, except for right down here. I absolutely love this. It has a little Ankou's head, and it says 1,500 Bamba points. And it has proof of purchase, Adventure Kartel, Ankou-EX Shadow Security. And that is cool, because if you know anything about ThreeA, their main website is the Bambaland store, and that is very cool. I love that there's a little proof of purchase here, because I love it when toys have that. That is so awesome. I don't know if it's worth anything, to be honest, but that is very cool. Now, this is the third figure I've reviewed from Adventure Kartel in 2 days, and this is yet another figure that's been sitting here waiting for me to open it. I got this one really cheap, and I couldn't believe it, and this is the one I wanted all along. It has the teeth painted on the front of it. I love that, and look at those hands with the articulated fingers. That is so cool indeed. So yeah, I've just had this thing sitting here, and I almost got to the point where I didn't think I was going to review it. But I never displayed it, so I figured, heck, why not review it now? So I say we open it! So, here's the Ankou-EX removed from the box, but still in his little plastic bubble, and he looks awesome. He is absolutely huge and filthy and looks amazing. Now, unlike other Adventure Cartel releases, this figure didn't include a poster of any kind. But what it did include, since it's a giant robot, is it included the operation and maintenance manual for the Ankou-EX, and that is very cool. It looks like a real manual, all like old and stuff. Very awesome indeed. Now, there's not a whole lot to the manual, but it does feature some Ashley Wood artwork and the typical Ashley Wood goofiness. Plus, you'll learn how to take care of your Ankou-EX. See? And although it's not a poster to display, it's still a very nice addition to this figure. And if you leave it on your coffee table, people will think you got a giant robot hidden somewhere in your house. Now, speaking of the giant robot, I say we remove him from this plastic and check him out. What do you say? So, here's the Shadow Security Ankou-EX freshly out of the package, and man, oh man, is he awesome. Check out that face. Now, as you can see, he came with his hood completely up, but it can be pulled back like that, and does feature a wire inside of the hood, so it can be posed. Plus, speaking of posing, you can totally move his eye. Any direction his eye can move, which is pretty much any direction. And I absolutely love that. Plus, with that smile painted on his face, man, that gives him a lot of character, doesn't it? Now, as for the figure itself, you can see he's like in a jumpsuit, like the boiler suits or whatever, I don't know, it looks like a big version of that. It has the Shadow Security logo there on the front of it. He has a bunch of cargo-looking bags or whatever right there. That is very cool. He has the articulated hands, but we'll get into that in a minute. Over here on his sleeve, if you look at it on this side, you'll see that swirly circle design again and the RA, and that is awesome. Now, speaking of design, he has the same swirly circle design on the back of his head and on the back of his jumpsuit, not to mention SS Shadow Security on his right sleeve of his jumpsuit. That is awesome. Now, looking at the back of his jumpsuit here, you can see he's got a lot more pouches, and then down here he just has the legs of his jumpsuit. But speaking of legs, this figure has some loose ones, that's for sure. His entire lower legs here and his ankles are very, very loose. Now, he'll stand up, but yeah, when I turn him around and stuff to show him off, he almost wants to flop over because he's got such a heavy torso up here. But yeah, that's not a big deal. As long as you get him, you know, with the weight balanced, he'll be fine. But this one does have some looser legs than that Thruxton Dirty Swine model that I already have. But maybe, too, it's because that one has a thicker jumpsuit. I don't know, it's a lot more padded and stuff, whereas this one's like a thin jumpsuit. But that's okay. Doesn't bother me in the least. Now, as for his hands, they don't just look pretty, because check out that paint job. That looks like some battle-damaged metal that was painted at one time, doesn't it? That is awesome. But they also do this. They can open so he can shake your hand or say, "Where's my money?" They can point and he can say, "Look you, where's my money?" Or they can close up into a non-threatening fist and he can say, "Seriously, where's my money?" And judging from that smile on his face, he got his money. So I say we waste no more time and look at this guy up close. What do you say? So, here we go with a super duper close-up look. Now, this guy is huge, so it's going to be really hard to show him off, but check out the way Shadow Security is painted on the front of his jumpsuit here. That is awesome. Let's work our way up here to his face. You can see the little pull thing there to pull down the zipper on his jumpsuit. And look at this face. Those teeth are painted so awesome, and he's all rusty looking and scratched up. That is so cool. And there's his eyeball. Like I said, can be fully articulated, and that is so cool. This one moves really smoothly inside of the ball socket. That is very neat. As you can see, his head is just battle damaged galore, and that is awesome. Now, turning the figure to the side, you can see his eye there, and his ear looks like a giant screw, and that is very cool indeed. Now, the back of his head has a swirly design, as I said there. That is very cool. He even has an exhaust pipe sticking out of his back, and I absolutely love that. Look at the way that's stitched around there. That is very cool. And this can be removed if you want to take off his jumpsuit. The SS Shadow Security design right here on his arm is painted on just like on the front, and that is very cool. I love how this is printed onto it. It is very neat indeed. And his hands are absolutely gorgeous, no matter how much they're battle damaged. ThreeA does such an amazing job battle damaging their figures, making them look dirty and stuff. I mean, this is an art form in itself, and I absolutely love it. Now, like I said, he's so big, it's really pointless to try to show off all the little details. I mean, look at this. I mean, that's about as good as it's going to get, guys. He's got some dirty bags at his hips there. His jumpsuit is filthy. He's got rusty, scratched up parts all over his body. That looks awesome. But speaking of body, I say we unzip this jumpsuit here and get a look at his torso. And look at that, he's just as surprised as I am. Now that's as far as this jumpsuit zips down. I thought it zipped down all the way, but nope, it stops right there. Now you can see he's got a little arc reactor port right there, like Tony Stark on his chest, and that is cool. I like how it's painted gold and stuff. It kind of fits right in with the lettering, doesn't it? But yeah, that's cool. Now I can see that you could take this jumpsuit off. It might be a little hard. I have no clue how you'd get it off if you can't unzip it. So yeah, you might be stuck with this jumpsuit on this robot. But I don't care because I'm going to leave mine on, and that is awesome. But I do have to say that I've seen photos online of these figures with their jumpsuits removed, and their entire bodies are battle damaged just like that with the scratched up paint and stuff. It looks very cool indeed. He looks like a big chubby iron giant. But yeah, I think this figure is amazing. Okay, it's correction time, because I was just editing this video and I realized on the front of the box that his jumpsuit actually does unzip all the way. And so I tried again, and it seems right here where the U is, underneath that little flap, my zipper gets stuck, but it can be unzipped. So I thought that was a little odd that it wouldn't unzip originally, and now I know it was just stuck. Now as you can see on his belly, he has those swirly little designs again. He has some robo nipples and SS on his chest, and that is awesome. Now I'm not going to take the jumpsuit off, but like I said, his entire body is painted like this, and it looks so cool. Okay, back to the video. And I never thought in a million years that I would have two 3A Adventure Cartel robots this size. Check that out. I think they're going to be the bestest of friends. Unless, of course, the Shadow Security thinks this is a giant target to shoot at, so who knows. Now, which one do I like better? Ooh, that's a tough one, because I really like this Dirty Swine's jumpsuit, this padded material. I don't know, that just looks so cool, and it feels cool, too, when you grab it, because it's real puffy. Now, this over here, this jumpsuit, when I got it, I thought it would be black, and instead it's like a greenish material. Now that doesn't bother me, but I really thought it'd be the same color as the bags, so that was a little bit of a shocker. But I really do like this one's expression better, because I really wanted one with teeth, and like I said, this one over here just doesn't have that expression. But that's okay, because he's got that little hood there to cover up his mouth, so I could pretend there is a mouth under there, or heck, get a magic marker and make one of my own. But you know what? That is awesome, and I think they look great together. So, there's my review of the 3A Adventure Cartel 1/6 scale Ankou-EX Shadow Security. Man, is he big, and he is awesome looking. Oh, man, don't look at me like that. Holy crap, man. That mouth makes the figure look so much better, and they make so many different versions with so many different expressions. This figure is so cool, and like I said, this is the one I wanted originally. Originally, though, I thought I would get one with the big clamps for hands, because I'd seen photos of this figure before, and it always had clamps. So this is the second version that has the little articulated hands, and, you know, if I had to choose, I'd much rather have the articulated fingers than the clamps, because they are just so cool the way they move. I absolutely love it, and man, oh man, this figure is awesome. So, until next time, tune in for more food reviews. I mean, seriously, this might have been a bad idea to get this figure. Oh, God!
Hey, this is Nolan North. You don't want to miss food reviews.